Meyer has a chance to pick a 66% black squad for the Rugby World Cup and the upcoming Rugby Championship. From the 49-man squad that will be trimmed down, Meyer could slot in Trevor Nyakane and Skaran Gubeni at loose head and hooker. Nausia Kulise and Mohoje at flank. Nizam Kar will be the 8th man, while Lions pairing Rudy Page. Alton Yankees at a scrum and fly half. Brian Habana and Luazim Vovo on the wings, and Zane Kirshner at the back. Well, we will show you those graphics in just a little bit. Joining me now to chat more about that is Swoom Jigiliso, of course, rugby journalist, and Liz McGregor on the line via Skype to just have a think about whether this could really be a reality. Spoo, thank you very much for speaking to us here on Game On once again. You wrote a very interesting article a couple of days ago about, of course, the transformation targets. 7 black players, their target for 2019, if I'm not mistaken, but that could happen as early as 2015.
Yeah, Heineke Meyer's mandate is to get 30% black squad with 30% going to the World Cup. I spoke to Mark Alexander about it, the deputy president of SARU, and he says, look, he's not getting a free pass, much like all the previous Springbok coaches. He's also going to have to think about how to incorporate the mandates of transforming the team, as well as not shortchanging the squad and still maintaining a strong squad, which I think he can on the balance of form and the players on merit.
Now, Jake White in 2004 picked about 10 players, 10 black players, and that they said was making history. But not many of them had an opportunity to play. They might have been in the squad. That's not good enough.
It wasn't back then, and I think even now it's a very, very small number. Although the black players we have now are much stronger contenders for a starting 15 place than they were in Jake White's team. Jake White's team he had a first team, and it was very, very strong, and the gap between his second team was just too wide, that even when he did bring in the black players to play them in one group stage game, you could tell that things just didn't click because the senior players were just far too strong. As far as Meyer's concerned, he doesn't have to worry as much because the gap between our best players and probably what would be a second-tier team is not very big, if it is there at all. He can pick a very, very strong Springbok starting 15, and he can pick a starting 15 where he does change things up in terms of meeting transformation targets and not lose a single thing.
A couple of years back, we were used to seeing black players only playing on the wing, and you've just mentioned how versatile our players have become, and now we have a wide variety in different positions. What has changed? Have black players maybe taken an interest in different positions and maybe felt that they can play in different positions, not just the speed at the wing?
Well, it's taken a few open-minded coaches at provincial level and at Super Rugby to try a few things. I mentioned Mohoje, but there's also Trevor Nyakane. Trevor Nyakane started as a tight head, and then his coach at the Cheetahs, Naka Drotsky, moved him to loose head. And then he's back at the Bulls, having started his career tight head and can play loose head. So now he offers a wide variety in terms of the front row for Heineke Meyer.
I'm just going to ask you to hold on for a minute. We're going to cross to Liz McGregor, who's in Cape Town, joining us via Skype. Liz, thank you very much for speaking to us on Game On this evening. I'm not sure if you've been listening in on the discussion, and what's your take?
Oh, hi, Mokgweetsi. I have. Thank you. Hi, Spoo. Yeah, I think it's very interesting, and I completely agree with Spoo about those particular coaches leading the way in terms of showing, that you can win and be the best team in South Africa with a very high number of black players. My only fear is that, I think this target is great, but I think, what Heineke Meyer will get his contract renewed on the basis of is winning the Rugby World Cup. And, I think the transformation targets are not, they will not count, I don't think, Cup.
I just want to touch on one of the articles that you wrote, because obviously the whole transformation issue is not just slotting people in quotas. It has to start from the bottom. You said something like 3% of schools in Mpumalanga play rugby. That sort of tells the whole story of where we are. We need a bigger pool of players.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, to me, look at it at Springbok level is just actually quite hypocritical, because basically no one is putting any effort into schools in black areas. So, the 40 or so schools which produce the Springboks come from traditionally white areas. And given the existing socio-economic dispensation here, which hasn't changed all that much, you're never going to get lots of black kids at those schools.